Hello, this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Again, this is another video for us, just to show the progress, what's going on with the vehicle here. So at this point I have, we know about the vacuum leak on the breather hose, mass airflow sensor, one of them is bad. The driver's side throttle body is bad also. And battery is a little bit on the weaker side, but the voltage is okay, 13.8 about, so that I checked. So I just want to show what's going on with the vehicle now. It's kind of in the middle of repairs, but at least to show that it's going the right way. So obviously we're gonna start the car. Now the breather pipes are blocked off on the throttle bodies, and again the battery is a little bit on the weaker side, so it starts sort of kind of too soft, but it's okay. So here's our idle speed. Suspension light, we know that it's the front, one of the struts in the front solenoids are no good, so we're gonna figure that out later. But so far, acceleration wise, it's pretty nice. It doesn't smell. Oxygen sensors read, I'll show you that in a minute, but just a quick tap on the gas. Pardon my dirty feet, but I'm a working guy. So it's pretty nice. It responds is great. Just again, just a little bit on a little tap on the gas. That was the red line, well, rev limit when it's idle. As you can see, it runs steady. It runs steady now with another throttle body installed. Let's go by the engine side. I'll show you in there, then I'll show you readings. Then I'm gonna go back in the vehicle. This is my throttle body that I had in the shop. As you can see, the loom is different. This is the factory unit of the V12, 4-door and 2-door, they're the same, so nothing to worry about there. This is the original throttle still there. That is a replacement one because I looked inside the wiring here and they're perfectly fine. If you look in there, come on. See white cables there, they're perfect. So some of them are not wires, some of them are strains to make the loom more rigid, so you have to really go and look deeper under. Well, this is one of the black cables, which is perfect, and there's a little, I think it's light blue in there. They're good, so the wires are fine. Now the mass airflow situation. This is my sensor here. This is from my vehicle. I just quickly took it off just to double check. As you can see, that's the car right there, another V12. So these are your sensors. So one of them, this one right here, was in the trunk. It seemed to be okay, just the screen broken, but it worked for about, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then readings went to 0. Second sensor that you had on the vehicle, as you can see, melt spots, so this one is no good. The other side on the right, that one is on the vehicle, that is mine, so that one is good. Your sensor, your mass airflow is good on the passenger side. You see, this is yours, nice blue seal, whereas mine, I actually had to fix it internally, but that's why I don't have no nice blue seal. But this one works fine. I mean both of them. I did check e-gas module with the replacement one. This is another e-gas module here, but yours is fine. So all the computers are working properly. So let's go to the throttle body that you had on the vehicle. The only thing that I see here, potentiometer is cracked a little bit here and there. You can see the cracks developing here and there. Now this is the motor side, and I believe the motor is at fault. Somebody rewired it. They did okay job, it's not terrible, but the motor shows sign of, you know, this little kind of like corrosion type of deal here. See there, and it's like kind of dirty. And also over here you can see like very much oil coming out the motor. See, just like oily film. So not good. Most likely brushes are bad, therefore you get safety fuel shut off. Okay, so now my throttle body, the one that I have in the vehicle right now, that one is it has different style motor. It has metal gears, and that's an older style which is better built, versus this is 95 style with small case screws, like small screws. Mine is large case screws, and those are older style. Look at my screws. See how much larger. And also the gasket. The gasket is paper gasket. So that's the older style throttle. So you can pardon this choppy video, but that's all I can do right now because it is what it is. Better than nothing, that's what I say always. Now, okay, going back to acceleration real quick. It accelerates great. Okay, enough of that. So let's check out the readings. Let me bring the computer a little closer. I'm buying a new one, but so for now. Okay, so here we have our readings. Start with LH1, which is the primary control module. This is the primary computer. Fault codes, they will be there because I was messing around, and when I finish them, then obviously when I finish with the vehicle, then I'll raise all the codes. So we're not going to do it now because we're going to go and do live test so we can see the actual values. Okay, now make the screen large. Now what we see here is, now we have the this is mass airflow readings. So both of them supposed to be more or less close to the LH2. Angle on the throttle is 0.7, that's normal idle. When I'm going to accelerate, readings will go up. You can see readings go up and down, that's really good. Now next page is, I had a problem with the oxygen sensor. It wasn't reading. So now it reads, as you can see, changes. So at least we don't need new oxygen sensor. As you can see, readings go up and down. If it's around 50%, that's actually pretty good, give or take. On idle, that's pretty nice. I don't have really smell out of the exhaust anymore, so that's another good thing. Again, I'm going to accelerate. As you can see, readings change. That's really good. That's what you need to see. Okay, so now we're not going to go to other screens because this video is going to get too long. So let's go back, and then we check the second computer. That runs passenger side on the engine block. Like the passenger side runs. As you can see, readings are close, and that's what you really want, and that's about right. I mean, give or take, because mass airflow sensors always change the readings. So let me give it gas. 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 you see the readings change when I give gas, RPMs change, so on idle it goes back about to where the other readings are, so that's perfectly healthy mass airflow. Now the oxygen sensor. So we're gonna do the oxygen sensor here. It's a little bit on the high side, but again it's gonna adjust, and it does read. So obviously basically two 6-cylinder engines, they can't be ideally together. As you can see now, let's give or take 60, 70, whatever the reading is, but it's working. One thing to note as well is that because I just plugged off breather tube, it's still broken and still creating extra vacuum in the engine, but it's not really vacuum, it's just basically blown into the atmosphere. So these readings can be altered as well because I'm not having the proper vacuum system connections, but this is close enough, so for the testing purposes that's enough. As you can see, readings go from low to high. That's good. It's supposed to be like that. So basically that is all for now. That's all I wanted to show, and I don't have any safety fuel shut off. Safety fuel shut off is off. That's what we had, and the cylinders cut off, which shows you which one. And before I had it with that old throttle body that you had on the vehicle. Now we don't. I can accelerate. So it runs on all 12, no cylinders shut off, and fuel safety shut off is not active, which is that's what we want. Now we know that also it has to do self-adjustment, so I'm not gonna really reset anything, okay? So I'm gonna leave it as it is because it's not finished yet. But so far so good. In terms of your suspension wise, okay, suspension we have valve issues. I gotta find out what's going on with that in a little bit, but at least the engine is very healthy. I like that. A couple of parts to throw in it. So these are our solenoids. These are fronts. So I'm gonna have to dig into it. I mean, not now. Like first the engine. So this is it basically. I mean, that's all for today. I just wanted to show you what's going on with the vehicle, what's the progress. Doesn't overheat. Fan clutch activates. Engine mounts are flat as pancakes. I can feel a little bit of a vibration through the frame because the engine is laying on the frame basically, so that's why you have a low vibration through the body of the vehicle. It revs happily, so that's good. Okay, so this is it basically for now. Again, this is the 95 S600 coupe and V12 with a bunch of issues, and slowly but surely we get into them. My name is Victor. I'm at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thanks for watching.